Happy Thursday, everyone. This is Krista Lee-Moore-Lucier, also known as your Home Sweet Home 519 Realtor, Krista Lee-Moore, with Royal LePage Triland Realty in London, Ontario. And this is episode 4 of Realtor Life, a fun and entertaining way to learn about life in the trenches as a real estate professional in Ontario, and hopefully to learn some valuable lessons and takeaways. Now for this week's 5 circle goals, which are the goals for the 5 circles of our lives: spiritual, family, business, financial, and personal. I hope you're choosing goals for yourselves every week and writing them down. Thank you to those who have reached out for their own blank copy of Brian Buffini's 10-day goal sheet. What are your goals this week? As my husband, friends, and colleagues know, I love to write my goals down and check them off when completed. It's like a gold star every time. My spiritual goal this week was to listen to Sunday's message at Forest City Church in London and to create some more rack bags to hand out. Rack bags, or random act of kindness bags, are bags that are full of necessities that people in need could use, such as mittens, hats, scarves, bottled water, and snacks. We try to have a couple on hand in the car at all times and give them out when we can. My family goal was to connect with my family for a games night. So we played Jackbox online, and we also played an actual board game, Pictionary. It was awesome. My business goal was to connect with even more awesome businesses in London, and I am so excited to share that I got some amazing conversations in. Zoom coffees are actually awesome and a great way to connect for 20 or 30 minutes from the comfort of your own home office. My financial goal is still to keep saving for our investment property and limit spending. We're working on it. And finally, my personal goal is to stick to my new Beachbody workout program, Lift 4, and to work on eating healthier over the holidays. I hope that hearing my goals has inspired you to choose or write down your own 5 circle goals. I would love to hear more about them. You can go to my website, www.kristaleemore.ca, or find my contact info and send me an email at kristaleemore@royallepage.ca. Now, on to this week's story. My clients were first-time home buyers and buying their very first home in the midst of COVID-19. A truly awesome couple to work with. They were friendly, pre-approved, and motivated. They were a referral to me, and I was happy we had built up some rapport. We had to jump through so many hoops to see homes in the spring and summer, necessary hoops, but still. Every home needed its own COVID-19 form. We needed masks and gloves and hand sanitizer, and we were asked to carefully review photos, videos, and floor plans before booking a showing for any homes. This made things difficult, but my awesome clients hung in there. The market in Southern Ontario was slow for a brief time when COVID-19 first hit Ontario, but things quickly picked back up. We offered on a few houses, but were in competition with everyone. They liked one house so much that we had a home inspection done before the offer date. There were 21 other offers. Even with our firm offer, no conditions, our super cute letter to the sellers, and my great rapport with the listing agent, we didn't get it. We offered on another, smaller home in a slightly less desirable area, or so we thought. There were 29 other offers. We even put an offer in on a house we had never seen in person because they received offers on the first day it was listed. We didn't get that one either, thankfully. Finally, we looked at a house that was out of our price range, but it had been on the market for a while, which means only a few weeks in this market. We pulled up to the house, a brick bungalow. The roof needed to be repaired. The porch railing had come off. Okay. I knocked on the door and a man answered. A very upset man. He had not been told about the showing. He agreed to leave so we could go through the house. The inside of this home was painted mint green, and it was not exactly showing ready. The backyard was overgrown, and the gates were screwed shut. The house was dated, but here's the thing. My clients were educated about the buying process. We talked things over. All of the things that were keeping other people from offering were things that we could look beyond. A new roof was needed, not a huge deal. Yard, it can be mowed or landscaped. Paint color can be changed. Updates could be made. Clutter does not come with the house. We talked it over and sent in an offer in our price range. We even included an inspection condition. I spoke with the agent and developed the rapport I try to get with every agent I work with. We are working together to help our clients. The seller signed it back to us for a slightly higher price, but it was still a pretty good deal, and we would not be competing with anyone. We had the inspection and it was going well. But during the inspection, the seller came home and he was not happy. He told me that he was not aware of an inspection and he was really upset. I let the listing agent know and headed over. While my client stayed with the inspector and finished up, I stayed upstairs and talked with the seller. I found some common ground and had a conversation. He vented about the selling process and not wanting to sell. I said it was understandable. By the time his agent arrived, he was happy again, and the inspection was almost complete. It turned out that he had to screw the gates shut because another agent had left the gates open and his dog got out and almost got hit by a car. And the house was mint green because when they bought it, it was mint green and they never needed to change it. At the end of the day, my clients bought the house. I gained a new agent to connect with, and another house in the world is no longer mint green inside. The lessons I learned. When everyone is going left, there is some benefit to going right. My clients actually found this house in an online search for the area we had focused on. It hadn't come up in our search because it was out of our price range. Look beyond the cosmetics. There are some severe handyman specials out there, but then there are just homes that need some love. This was a brick bungalow in a great neighborhood and just needed to be updated and taken care of. Sometimes, homes can just be sold the way they are. If you're listing your home, remember that a lot of people are not able to look beyond those cosmetics. Hire a professional and allow them to do their job and list your home, stage it, make it look great, and sell it for you. When dealing with people who seem difficult, sometimes a calm conversation can be all they need. Hear them out and listen, and try to find some common ground. A great book to read is Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. He also has a course on the Masterclass program, which can be found online. I found it really helpful. Chris is a former FBI negotiator, and he was also interviewed on The Brian Buffini Show. Have a listen. If another agent's client is upset, your first step should be to call that agent. But if your safety is at risk, you should get out of danger first. If this seller had been irate, or if I was afraid for my safety, I would have gotten my clients and the inspector and we would have left immediately. Help your clients by educating them about different scenarios. Sometimes things might look awful, but they're easy to fix. Sometimes things could look okay, but there might be more to the story. It's our job to help them go through it. My clients were happy, and now they're homeowners. It's so exciting. It makes me so happy to be able to help such amazing buyers and sellers. Everyone has a reason that they do this job, and mine is that smile at the end of the transaction. That's it for this week. If you have any comments or questions or feedback, you can find me on Instagram at Your Home Sweet Home 519 Realtor, Facebook at Crystal Moore Real Estate Sales, or by going to my website, www.crystalleemore.ca. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I wish you all a wonderful week. Take care.